Oh, baby.
Go, gadget, methadone dispenser.
I put gin on top of my gin.
And I already am shaved with discomfort in all of my holes.
The collection of short stories by Judy Blow.
By Judy Blow. You ever smell the inside of a hat?
I liked it. It smelled like you.
Craigslist for hookers.
Craigslist?
No, but worse than that.
Zig and Larry ignore a topic. The best parts of hanging out with these guys. Without the hangover.
Hey!
Hey, sweetheart! How are ya?
I'm gonna let him in on the magic, Zig. We are doing...
Don't you do it! Don't you do it!
We're doing two in a row! We're doing two in a row!
Last week's episode, this week's episode happened in real time!
It's all happening at once, and we're as drunk as we were for last episode. We're drunker now.
But not as drunk as Poland, at least not for me. So welcome to Zig and Larry Ignore a Topic. I say this at the last end of the episode, but I want to start saying it at the beginning of every episode. Thank you so very much for listening. We love you guys. This is the best part of our week. It's so cool to share it with you people.
Yeah.
It really is. It's so great. You lunatics who listen to this.
Well, you know, the greatest compliment that I think I've been paid since we've been doing this, buddy, is...
Would I lick your taint?
Yes, and it was... I wish I'd had the recorder on for that moment.
I'm glad you didn't, but there is no other sentences in that statement.
No. I think we can just end it there. Much like my grandma watched me fuck a man to death dressed as a giant rabbit.
For context, that was not out of nowhere. Larry, you brought it up. Give people the nickel tour of what you just said.
Well, the last time I brought it up, you were like, I don't allow you to give context.
No. Well, my opinions, like my bowels, change with the wind.
and your bowels, like the winds, changed with context.
Sure.
Philosophy. At my freshman year of college, I did a play, an independent play, sanctioned by the university, entitled Lepus.
If you are familiar with the play Equus, it is based on that-ish kind of...
If you took Equus and mushed it together with Harvey...
Let's be real clear here. Equus is a real play that was been on Broadway recently, and that was the lead of that was performed by
Daniel Radcliffe.
Thank you. Yeah, Radcliffe. Thank you. And it's about a guy who fucks a horse in a very artistic fashion. Larry was in a play about a guy who fucks a cartoon bunny in a very artistic fashion, and his grandma watched.
Yeah. So what I always like to say to people is if you feel like a fuck up, if you feel like you are a loser and you feel like you can do nothing right in this life, keep in mind that my grandmother, who was the sweetest and probably the best Christian lady on the planet.
That's the worst part.
No. Like
of story, not of her life.
Right. Like what I mean is, and by that I don't mean she was one of those Christian ladies that said one thing and then put her hand above her. This was a lady that accepted everybody for who they were. She tried to follow the actual tenets of Christianity. And was a very sweet woman. Watched me dressed as a giant rabbit in a play that mixed Equus and Harvey, the Jimmy Stewart classic movie about a guy and a giant invisible rabbit. She watched me have sex to death with a man and came up to me afterwards and went, Lammy, because that was her little name for me. It was Lammy. So that was her little Lammy. Lammy, I didn't quite understand this show. but Grandma loves you and is proud of you.
Oh my god.
And so if you think you've ever been a fuck up and things can't go right, just remember that my grandma watched me dressed as I was dressed as a giant rabbit fuck a man to death and still loved me, and there's hope for you too.
So let's suggest a drinking game. If you're listening to Zig and Larry ignore a topic, I suggest you take a sip of beer every time I cackle like an idiot. I suggest you take a sip of beer every time Larry giggles like a moron. Every time I offend a race or a country on accident, take a shot. Every time I refuse to apologize for it, smoke some weed. Every time Larry tells somebody how big or strong he is, do your best. Whatever you got, put it up in you. If butt chugging is still a thing, I don't know, give it a shot. Please don't do that. You're gonna get really, really hurt.
Every time that I accept a weird thing
into your butt,
and Zig does not.
Morally. Yeah. No. Yes, every time Larry says that Sasquatch is real, do a shot. Every time Zig says you're a goddamn lunatic, take two. And, most importantly, every time the goddamn train goes past my place, do ketamine.
And every time you can hear my dog run across the goddamn floor above my head here in the danger dungeon,
pluck one hair out of your butthole. This is a very weird game. The rules are different than Risk, but they are more intricate.
Yes. There's a lot that's happening. I want you to write it down. However, I feel like every time one of us makes the other one laugh hysterically, and then we both end up laughing to the point of distraction, the listener has to beer bong a screwdriver.
Something. Well, you don't. Yeah, if we're going to be real about this, there has to be beer and there has to be booze.
Yeah.
Right?
And by screwdriver, I mean vodka and orange juice, like we used to do, like men.
I don't think that you mean that they're going to shove a hand tool down their throat.
I wanted to be clear because some people don't understand what we mean.
Do we have to be that clear?
Probably. For legal purposes.
Okay. So, I tell you what. Listeners, tell us the rules of the Zig and Larry drinking game show.
Please.
Because we're doing it wrong.
I've got gin and...
it's the same cocktail.
It is not. It is not.
Blood. Oh, no.
No, it is... Yeah. See, it's yellow this time.
That means nothing to me.
But it's gin with Italian lemon sparkling soda and a half of a lemon. It's like super lemonade.
It's the same as last time you did. You had gin with blood orange and blood orange soda.
Yeah, but
there's nothing wrong with this.
But your favorite female that isn't your wife drank all the blood orange soda while I was down here in the danger dungeon talking to you.
My mom?
Second favorite.
Oh. Wait, she's there? Where's Nikki?
Got her again.
Haha, means nothing. I'm stretching that joke out to the ends of the fucking earth. So. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean Rosie O'Donnell.
You haven't made fun of me from last episode or this. It's the same episode. I've been drinking beer mosas. I've become in love with them. Only because I've been juicing the goddamn oranges myself. A half of an orange.
You've been giving oranges steroids?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Back in the alley for $15 a pop. Fuck you for judging. No, a half an orange in my juicer, put that into a full Miller High Life is delicious. It's goddamn delightful.
I just assumed you were drinking a hazy IPA.
No, nothing near as highbrow as that. I'm drinking Seagram's VO shots, and I'm drinking High Life beer mimosas because I need my vitamins for my immunities, like my wife says.
See, and I just fill up this pint glass with halfway full of gin and then put stuff on top of it, and then I bring down my emergency beer.
So this is actually for the listeners. This is 1 week later. So I'm going to double confirm that on our doctor's appointments on March 3rd and 4th, because for some fucking ungodly reason, everything we do, it coincides to the day damn near.
Yeah.
We are going to do that, and we're going to be honest about the results. Correct?
Yeah, actually, I take it back. My physical is on the 4th.
I don't understand this world that we live in, this universe that has thrust us together. It's thrust us together, Larry.
It has. And that's the thing. They called me and said, here's the day we want to get you in.
No, I called them, and they said, how about February 3rd? I said, how about March 4th? Because I was pushing it off a goddamn phone.
That's hilarious that I was just like, they called me and left a message, and I called them back, and I'm like, is everything okay? And they're like, yeah, it's just been a while since we've seen you. We thought you should come in. And I was like, what have you heard?
Oh, God. Well, that's going to be a fun episode.
I can only assume that Benny's and my doctor's office have been in contact with each other.
I've only ever seen this doctor once. She's a very nice woman. I have her by 10 years, and I know I'm going to have to show her my butt. It's going to be a whole thing.
Well, that was the thing.
I think I have butt stuff, and I think that she has to see it, and I might need to see a specialist about butt stuff.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it hurts to sit down, Larry. I'm old.
I'm talking to my nurse practitioner, who the last time...
No, for the last time, I am not your nurse practitioner. I will give you advice, but it's not medical.
Well, shit, never mind. I will just move on.
Good.
No, I'm seeing the nurse practitioner, and, like, I went in a few years ago. I say that, 6 years ago. Because I was having some knee pain. Mm-hmm. And the best thing in the world, she had me, like, do a bunch of stuff, and I was able to do everything she asked me to. And she's like, so you have knee pain? And yeah. She goes, and you've had both your knees reconstructed? I said, yeah. She goes, well, my diagnosis is that you're 34 and you've had both knees reconstructed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, but they hurt. She goes, uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And I went, and that's it. She goes, yeah. You want a sucker when you leave? I said, actually, I do. I want a fucking sucker when I leave. And a sticker, if I could get one. I brought myself in. And I went in one other time recently for, I don't even remember what the reason was. But I was just like, hey, this, I got a problem. She's like, I think you're fine. I'm going to send you over here just to check it out. And everything was like fine. But yeah, the fact that I got a call from my doctor's office, I'm like, who the fuck? Have you been talking to DoorDash? Is that who's been ratting me out? Who the fuck has been telling on me? Like, when I was talking, I literally, I know I mentioned last episode, I was like, did my wife call you? And Nicole was across the room. She's like, I swear to Christ, I didn't talk to them.
Honey, I didn't rat you out for being a pig.
for eating a lot of fried food and drinking out of pint glasses.
We're all fucked. It's all going down. However, don't worry, because once you die, there's nothing else. There's no joke after that. Help me. There really should be a joke. Larry, help me. There really should be a joke. I was leaning on you for that.
No, I'm just going to let it hang there. I'm just gonna let you.
Hey, all right.
Just gonna.
No, everybody in school.
No. I'm shutting it off. No. I'm just gonna pause it and just let the dead air play.
Listen. It's like Disneyland.
You want hope?
Warm stuff around your genitalia. It's like that, but not in a weird way. Also, hot dogs, like good ones, like Portillo's.
Wait, hold on. There's hot dogs?
This is how religion started, Larry. Yes, you make weird promises that make no sense. And people go, "That sounds good. I'll give you 10% of my income," and then priests touch kids. Let's move on.
And that's exactly what the Catholic Church said.
But I don't. It's like everything. It's a great idea, and people screw it up, and people who are lunatics tend to screw it up. It's a great idea. It's nice.
Yeah.
Then somebody gets touched.
Boy, oh boy, you don't even know that you are segueing nicely into this topic today.
We do this all the time. This is fucking weird. Dude, we are the same person, but we're totally opposite. We smell the same, but in a different way. That means nothing if you haven't met us.
Yeah, but if you've met us in real life, you know exactly what that means.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know my wife, message her, she'll explain.
Exactly. And listen to the end of our...
Please hold out for the end of every episode, because...
hold on. That's it.
Yeah. I just want to... You know what? Let's give her... I just want to give her... We talk about her a lot on the show. But she is the voice at the end of the theme song.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And
it was her... That's her sound... Like, that's how she described the show. It's the best part of hanging out with you guys without the hangover.
Oh, yeah, we didn't write that. That's all her.
Yeah, no, we're not sober enough to ever write anything that clever.
How do pens work?
Magic?
Correct.
Jesus?
With a TH and a cheese stick. Jesus.
Jesus? TH and a cheese stick. That was my favorite 90s R&B group.
Mine was Tag Team. Back
again. Check to the reckon. Let's begin. Party on, party people. Let me hear some noise.
Okay. Let's do this. Oh, God, this would be awful.
JC's in the house. Jump for joy. There's a party over here. Party over there.
Sir Mix-a-Lot. Baby got back.
Hold on. Now that I'm... Okay. Yes, I can. I used to be able to.
Okay. Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. So, you know what? No, let's not, because I can. And I don't want to take up this much of the podcast with two middle-aged white guys doing a rap song.
No. I think it's great if we did it as two middle-aged white guys.
Let's do that as a special episode, not this. If you want to listen to us do Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back, because every milquetoast white kid could do that rap.
It's true.
I'll give you a little bit. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. The girl walks in with itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. But that's all I'm gonna do right now.
You want to pull up tough because you notice that butt is stuffed deep in the jeans she's wearing. I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. Oh baby.
Oh baby.
I want to get with you and take your picture.
Let's not, Larry.
My homeboys tried to warn me.
And that butt you got's making me...
It's so horny!
Larry, let's not.
Ooh, rub that smooth skin.
Let's say I want to get my bends. Larry, I really don't want to do this. But use me.
Use me. Because you ain't that average groupie.
I've actually lost my place in my memory. The weird part is that this is the exact same place in my memory as the old McDonald's song where they had the records out. Big Mac, agility, a quarter pounder with some cheese fillet, fish, and hamburger, cheeseburger, Happy Meal. That whole rap is the same as Baby Got Back, and I will never forget them.
I've seen her dancing. To hell with romancing.
Come on, she's wet. Gotta
going like a turbo vet.
Oh baby, I want to get with you and take your picture.
No, I'm tired of magazines saying thin butts are the thing.
Take an average black man and ask him, what? You gonna pack much back?
So, fellas.
Yeah.
Fellas.
Yeah. Damn it.
Because does your girlfriend got the butt?
I mean, hell yeah. But come on, stupid. Shake it.
Shake it.
Shake it.
Because you ain't that average butt.
Healthy butts.
Oh, Baby Got Back.
Trust me, it's healthy butt. Yeah, okay.
So, okay, well, I think the next episode we just need to do a dramatic reading of the Humpty Dance.
Basket. I have never been more upset with myself. And I've been divorced.
And I've never been more proud of us for knowing that many lyrics.
Dear Christ. No, I know the whole fucking thing, man. I don't want to... Well, at least I used to. If you put me into a CIA test with LSD, I'd probably come up with the whole thing word for word, and it'd be really good. But
if I get drunk enough, I can do the entire Lord's Prayer in Latin.
Really?
Yeah. I took 4 years of Latin.
Well, that's important, because if you don't have that, then you don't know the Lord's Prayer in Latin.
If you don't have that, you can't fight evil and say, and you know.
Yeah, you can't be Constantine. Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah, exactly. And that was my whole point of taking 4 years of Latin. And I got real drunk one night and wrote the Lord's Prayer in Latin.
Okay.
I was blackout drunk. Like, I was blackout drunk, and I wrote the Lord's Prayer. And Nicole has never been more impressed with me except for the night that I did a card trick. And she was like...
Hold on. Please stop the story there. The Lord's Prayer in Latin. She's never been more impressed. My wife, the love of my life. Except for this one time I did a card trick. Dude, come on.
She likes magic.
And what is the Lord's Prayer? Except for a little bit of magic we tell ourselves.
Oh. Hey, speaking of batshit crazy things.
Yeah, what do we got? What is our topic, pal? I think we're about there.
Yeah, this is, I would like to say, I did research.
D plus effort. You promise.
I did not do the research.
You didn't even do a D plus?
No. I have to give credit where credit is due.
Very good.
Nicole did research for me.
Phenomenal.
Because she asked me, she's like, what is your topic? And I said, here's what I want to do. I'm not sure when I'm going to have time to do it. And she said, I got you. And so I want to give a big thank you to Nicole, the love of my life, the most beautiful woman I know, for doing research. And I had told her which things, I want to just put it this way, which things I wanted research done. Because I had done a limited amount. And it was like, holy shit, we have to do an episode about this. And when I told her...
Hello there. I'm Mr. Delicious, the new cartoon spokesman for Rack's Restaurants. My job? To encourage you to enjoy tasty, affordable meals in a more mature dining environment. You see, Mr. Delicious doesn't appreciate unnecessary commotion while he's eating. It brings out the dangerous, hostile side in Mr. D. At least that's what his analyst says. Anyway, at Rack's, Mr. Delicious can enjoy a tasty sandwich or salad without bright yellow formica upsetting his stomach. He can rest his feet on carpet, since Rax has confidence that Mr. D won't drop his twisty fries. He can lose himself in a cheap romance novel without his elbows sticking to the table. And Mr. Delicious always leaves Rax with a few bucks left. That's just grand, because his analyst charges a lot to keep Mr. D's hostility all locked up. So if you're looking for a stress-free fast food alternative, visit Rax. and tell him Mr. Delicious sent you. Diggity-dee.
Rex, you can eat here.
Go for it.
Hey, thanks for joining us after the break. And our sponsor, Mr. Delicious.
Diggity dee.
Diggity dee. If you
could have
want child-free baked potatoes, diggity dee, Mr. Delicious.
So your beautiful wife has.
Oh yeah, she immediately jumped on this when she was like, "Hey, what is your topic going to be?" And I was like, "I need to research these things." And she jumped on it and was like, "Absolutely, I will actually do the research for you." And so this research is going to be a little more thorough, and I'm going to actually be reading. And she sent me links and everything because she is fantastic. So what I want to talk about today, Zig, are conspiracy theories that, hold on, that not even I can fucking believe.
Really? Oh, beautiful. Oh, she's stolen my fucking idea for next week, but I guarantee you she's done it better. Phenomenal.
These are four things. I got four things.
Okay.
That are so batshit out of this world crazy that even I, who believe in Bigfoot and aliens and all the other bullshit,
out of your mind.
I look at this shit and I go, what is wrong with you people? Okay?
Okay, so here, if this is your first episode, why? How'd you land on this? But B, welcome. A big part of our show is Larry believes in conceivably everything that is goddamn insane.
Yeah.
And I am dead inside. So between the two of us,
we make one whole person.
Who is sane?
Yeah.
If you listen to me. So,
but these are conspiracy theories that even I went, what in the absolute fuck is wrong with people?
You think Bigfoot is real?
Yeah, I sure do.
Everybody, Larry, I love him to death, and he's a brilliant man. He thinks Bigfoot is real. So, the four things that are too fucking batshit crazy for you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's start with the first one.
Please.
Katy Perry is actually Jean-Benet Ramsey. I want to hold on. I want to describe the look on my co-host's face.
Please.
Because it was
make me sound handsome if you're going to do it.
It was so the look that John Krasinski gives to the camera on The Office, but imagine that with more hate.
I just put Dwight's stapler in the Jell-O. However, there's also anti-Semitism roped in somehow.
Yeah. So it all started in 2014 with a YouTube video.
I'm sorry, real quick.
Yeah.
So all these four things.
No.
These four topics that you're about to bring up.
Very separate.
You have not made them up. This is stuff that is...
These are all things that people believe.
People believe. You're sure it's not like bullshit?
Nope.
Some people, at least a handful of people, believe this.
These are legit things people... These are... Let me back up. These are things that people legitimately believe. These are not legit things that people believe. There's a difference.
Gotcha. Yeah,
okay.
Fair. Gotcha.
So,
okay.
Katy Perry is Jean-Benet Ramsey. And if anyone doesn't know who Jean-Benet Ramsey is, that's the...
would have been hot.
She is the little girl that was murdered, and no one could solve that murder, except that it's been solved multiple times. But
decades ago, that was I stand behind that joke. Anyway,
yeah, you should. In 2014, there was a YouTube video published, and it went viral 2 years later. According to this theory, the parents of Jean-Benet Ramsey staged her death so she could grow up to become a star. Here's the proof. The family's faces appear to be the same. There's a strong financial motive. And here's one of the best parts. The Illuminati covered it up. And turned it into mind control. Turned into mind control drones via Project Monarch. Testing mind control techniques on children similar to MK Ultra.
That means nothing. Similar to MK Ultra. What is that?
Oh, MK Ultra is actually a real thing.
I don't know. Help me.
You don't know what MK Ultra is?
Not today.
Okay, so MK Ultra was this is a legit thing. They would take homeless kids off the street, kids that no one would miss. The government. The government.
Who is they?
The government. Our government. The United States government.
When was this?
60s? 70s?
Really?
60s through the 70s.
Okay.
And this is actually a legit thing that happened. And they would... This was all part of their PSYOPs.
Is there proof?
Yes.
Like proof?
Yeah, no, there's legit proof that this is... Okay, and this is not the proof. There's actually legitimate proof that MK Ultra existed. But you know Stranger Things?
Yeah.
So the project that 11 comes from, that is based on MK Ultra.
That's great. You're not helping me with actual proof. Can I find actual proof?
Yeah, look up, just Google MK Ultra. I'm not here to
a Netflix
convince you.
show is not...
No, don't worry about the fucking Netflix show, man. So here's what they did.
You brought it up, son of a bitch.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, as it's part of what, that was the inspiration, the MK Ultra project. So what they did was, MK Ultra was the American government...
Playing the home game, now is a good time to drink. And a shot, because I made him giggle. The
rules! Follow the rules! But the MK Ultra project, the American government would drive around and kidnap these homeless teenagers. Because who's going to miss them? And they would... there's a chemical that it is produced when you are when you're terrified or near death. And so they would get them to that point, extract the chemical, and then inject it into people that were supposedly psionic sensitive.
What the?
To try to create super soldiers.
Okay, so...
And I'm serious, legit MK Ultra, but or legit Google MK Ultra.
Let's just move on. I'm not gonna. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I know that's hurting. It's hurting you so much.
Yes, it is. Yeah. That's our theme song. Clinkies, clinkies.
Clinkies, clinkies, club, club, club. So both Katy Perry and JonBenet Ramsey are entertainers. Katy Perry mentioned JonBenet in her biography. They have... Hold on. And again, keep in mind, MK Ultra, that I believe in. This, Katy Perry, is JonBenet Ramsey, I do not believe in. So keep in mind, this whole thing is... This is shit Larry, even Larry, thinks it's too batshit crazy to be true.
Here we go.
So she mentions in her biography, Katy Perry and JonBenet Ramsey have the same eyebrows.
Well, that is obviously...
A case closed, motherfuckers.
That is forensic proof. I mean...
Yeah. Oh, they have the same... How many cases have been solved on CSI Miami because they have the same eyebrows?
I mean, I would say, don't don't be like CSI Miami, because that's bullshit. Don't be like the Chicago PD, because it's obviously bullshit. But there's so many actual cases where eyebrow lines are straight up beaver hair.
Yes.
As, solved.
Beaver hair, not unlike beaver ass, which is used to make raspberry flavoring.
What?
You have to know this. You're a foodie. Raspberry flavoring is created from a gland from the beaver ass.
Cool.
You hold on.
No, it's fine.
No.
It's fine. Hey guys, Larry believes that Sasquatch once touched his balls out of spite.
No.
Also, no.
No, it was out of love. Castoreum.
It wasn't
Castoreum is a yellowish. Hold on. Yellowish exudate from the castor sacs of mature beavers. Beavers use castoreum in combination with urine to scent mark their territory. Both beaver sexes have a pair of castor sacs and a pair of anal glands. So when you actually look at like raspberry flavoring or sometimes vanilla flavoring, it is castoreum that is used.
Is it possible it's also just raspberries?
Not if on the ingredients they say castoreum.
Ah, well, the more you know.
Boo 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 boo. And now a word from our sponsor, Mr. Delicious. So, Katy Perry has repeatedly said she doesn't like pineapple on her pizza.
Filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Oh, and here comes Urkel. So, she doesn't like pineapple on her pizza, and Ramsey, Jean Bonnet, if you will, was possibly killed over a pineapple. There was a partially digested piece in her intestine found on the autopsy. Her brother had a snack of pineapple that night and possibly hit her with a blunt object in anger when she took some of his pineapple. Which is why, if Jean-Benet Ramsey grew up to be Katy Perry, why she does not like pineapple on her pizza.
That is a very long road to hoe between A to B.
The parents, parenthetically both sets, are still alive, but the Illuminati can create mind-controlled clones.
Okay, define Jesus Christ. Define Illuminati.
I won't, because it's batshit crazy, and not even I believe in that.
Okay, define aliens have visited us. Visited. You heard me.
You want to try that again?
Nope.
I think Denise would be very disappointed in our enunciation this evening.
Rosalie!
Carla, get the fuck in here. Take a note. Aliens, this is not about me tonight. This is about...
Sure?
This is about shit that is too crazy for me to believe.
Can we put a pin in this one and move along?
We can.
Excellent.
Would you like that?
Yes, Daddy. Please do.
Because that's ridiculous. But you know what's even more ridiculous?
What?
The next one I'm about to mention.
Ah, Christ.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
Let's get a little ASMR in there. Kumquat. Predicament.
This is going real south, pal.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's about to go even southerner.
Perfect.
The next conspiracy theory that is so batshit crazy that not even I can look at it and go, maybe. Because let's wait. There's a lot of stuff that I don't believe in, but I look at it and go, maybe. Mm-hmm. That's most of my belief system. Is just me going, maybe. And it's real fun to believe in shit, right? It's fun to think there's fantastical stuff. But this is all shit that even I look at it and go, nah, dog, that ain't it. See, I'm finally glad you have a pop guard to punch around too, because you used to make fun of me punching my pop guard. And you just punch your pop guard, and I'm not about to let it the fuck go. And I'm sorry. I should have just... That was aggressive. That was aggressive on my part.
I cackled. Take a drink.
Take a drink. I'll take a drink with
we're
you.
We're here. We're so here. Jesus. Hurt.
We're all playing together. So... These go, like, what I'm talking, these batshit crazy conspiracy theories go from, like, worse to holy shit to, what in the God's name is happening?
Okay.
So the next conspiracy theory that not even Larry Smith can entertain
is...
Alex Jones is Bill Hicks.
I don't know who Alex Jones is.
You do.
I'm sorry.
No, everyone kind of knows who Alex Jones is. He is the
I just ruined your joke. I don't know who that is.
The guy that was going on about chemtrails and the frogs being gay.
Nope.
InfoWars?
Nope. I ignore all of the world. I'm sorry, boss. I'm really not trying to be contrarian. I got nothing. You say Toad Wars? What the fuck are you talking about?
InfoWars.
No.
Info. INFO Wars.
No.
Not Toad Wars.
I don't know who Alex Jones is. I have no idea. No. Hold on. This is my apathy shield of middle age. I got nothing on this. The conspiracy theory that Alex Jones is actually legendary, long dead. I know Bill Hicks, but
I can't believe you've never heard of Alex Jones.
No. Oh, it's just a guy who looks like Bill Hicks who... Dude, alright.
Again, dude, this is not something I believe. This is shit that I think is so batshit crazy that not even I can entertain.
But I don't know. The problem is that oh God, I want to come along with you. I have ignored pop culture for so long. I don't know what's going on.
And that's fine, but here's the thing. Our listeners are going to know who Alex Jones is.
Cool. So, is he actually Bill Hicks?
No.
Sure?
Because Bill Hicks died of pancreatic fucking cancer.
Are you sure? Because they look pretty similar.
You know what? If we were together right now, I would push you very gently to the floor.
Well, I'm just saying I'm new to this conspiracy, so I'm looking at the photos. They're left to right, and they look pretty close. I mean, like...
Hey, listeners, do me a favor.
Do you have
do me a favor.
Certificate? Like, do you...
Listeners, do me a favor and email Zig and Larry Ignore a Topic at gmail.com and tell Zig how he is... how can he not know who Alex Jones is?
I'm sorry, it's just I'm new to this, and I don't know. There's a lot.
You're acting like this is what I believe, and I don't. I'm bringing up conspiracy theories that I don't believe.
I'm just looking at them back. I'm looking at both of them. They look very similar, and there's a lot of data.
You're doing this
They
just
might-
to annoy me.
so
You're
they
doing
might
this to
be
hurt me.
similar.
Why are you hurting me?
Can you tell me they don't look like the same guy?
They
Look at
don't.
Look at this photo.
They don't remotely look the same.
They look pretty.
Can I just talk about the conspiracy theory, though? And how fucking ridiculous it is?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I'm sorry that you don't know who Alex Jones is.
I actually don't.
Here's the thing. I used to think that Alex Jones was a harmless nutbag that was hilarious. And then he was one of the guys that perpetuated the idea that the Sandy Hook shooting was all paid actors and not real.
Oh, Christ.
Alex Jones is like the gateway drug for QAnon.
Oh, that's fucking awful.
Yeah,
No,
Alex Jones is a piece of shit. I used to think that he was hilarious, and because like his whole thing was like, there's when airplanes fly overhead, they make chemtrails, and chemtrails, it's there to make the frogs gay, and it's making the frickin' frogs gay, and then it's making us gay, and Hillary Clinton's actually a lizard person that adopted a alien baby, and we're all and it's all this batshit crazy hooby-doo that he spouted.
So, like
And it-
children's birthday party, kind of hoopity-doo.
Except dangerous, because it got to the point where it went from where he was just like, chemtrails make the frogs gay, and you're like, one, there's no such thing as chemtrails. Two, sometimes animals are just gay. Look at penguins. There's so many gay penguins. Sometimes
Sure. Yeah, I mean, sometimes. Yeah.
there are lions
Who
that
gives a,
who gives a fuck? But that's exactly who gives a fuck.
Gay penguins.
Who?
Sure.
But that's what I'm saying is that this guy went from being you're just like okay, this guy's hilarious because he's so batshit crazy he can't be for real, to then going to the point of the Sandy Hook people. These are all paid actors and this isn't real, and you're like, oh, okay, you went from ridiculous and silly to now you're dangerous. So this is let's go to because this is ridiculous. Alex Jones is Bill Hicks. Bill Hicks was recruited by the CIA to be controlled oppositionally by the mainstream media, continuously fed it approved intelligence by CIA handlers.
Well, I mean, obviously.
Yeah. On Hicks's final album, he made a joke about selling a TV series, quote, "Let's hunt and kill Billy Ray Cyrus," during the which is a fucking hilarious bit. You've heard that bit?
No, I don't know these people.
You don't know Bill Hicks?
Yes, of course I know Bill Hicks, but I don't know that.
It's on his final album before he died, and it's this whole thing about him selling a TV series about hunting and killing Billy Ray Cyrus, and it's hilarious.
Before he brought us Miley.
Yeah,
And all the joy and horrors that she has wrought.
And here's the whole thing. During the time he was dying from, he did this bit, and it was on his final album, and during the final recording of this album, he was actually dying of pancreatic cancer. And the theory is, does this sound like a man who's dying, or is it someone instead planning for the future?
Okay.
And they are, quote, similar when photographed from the same angle. I'm similar when photographed from the same angle of many a hobo.
Not even the similar angle. Just like in the same decade.
Yeah, just photographed near the same dumpster, and let's see, opposite side of politics, but their view evolved to become more right-leaning. Quote, the government is out to turn you into blindly accepting sheep who question nothing and do as you are told. Well, Bill Hicks's whole thing was about that.
Oh, of course, man. I mean, of course, like I was there. But I believe, yes, I agree.
But it's that is, again, such a batshit crazy thing that I can't believe in that.
But do you want to?
No.
You sure?
Yep.
In your heart of hearts,
nope.
Do you want to even entertain the
not even a little
the tickle? No. All right.
No, like I could see the idea that Bill Hicks would be a real rapscallion about things and be like I'm gonna fuck with some people, but not for this long. And he would never, like, Bill Hicks would never be like Sandy Hook was a fucking hoax. If it was actually Bill Hicks, and he would like, all right, I was joking about the frogs and all this shit, but this Sandy Hook thing was real fucked up. We need to stop. You want to hear the next one that's so batshit crazy that I can't even believe it?
Funny because I need to stretch my funny.
Yeah, you need to. Here's the thing: you need to shake off the. As I know, I apologize. I didn't realize you didn't know who Alex Jones was.
Well, I've had a lot of. I mean, this year, Larry.
Yeah.
I mean this year.
I mean, Alex Jones has been around for years. I assumed that everyone knows who that piece of shit is. And
I do my best to ignore all of humanity.
And here's
I'm doing pretty good.
The other thing: if Alex Jones ever comes across this podcast, Alex Jones
comes across.
Alex Jones has this thing about challenging people to fights. So if Alex, oh yeah, that's really a thing, dude. You've got to look up some Alex Jones batshit craziness.
No, I got other shit.
No. You do. You have to, just to get the context for this.
I have plenty to hate.
Yeah, but I want to give you a little more.
Okay, I promise you, I'll try.
Do it for Daddy. Do it for Papa.
I don't like peas.
Do it for Papa.
All right.
But Alex Jones has a thing about challenging people to fights, and I will tell you right now, Alex Jones, if you come across this, you're a piece of shit, and I'll fight you in the street.
Oh, dude, I will take odds. I mean,
Yeah, because I've been jonesing, no pun intended, to fight Alex Jones for a while. So really, fingers crossed.
Oh, Christ in a basket. So he looks like Bill Hicks.
He looks like he looks like a fat Bill Hicks.
Great. Let's wash that off. Let's start fresh.
Yeah, let's get that off our skin. Mm-hmm. The next thing.
Is it lizards?
Lizards? I mean, ish. It's ish. It has
sci-fi.
It has a little bit to do with that. Tom Hanks is a satanic pedophile.
I've been saying that for never.
Right? Like, when you look at Tom Hanks, America's dad, do you really go...
a really nice guy who has gotten really lucky and has a great career because he's a very talented actor.
No. He's a satanic pedophile.
Obviously. Please explain.
So, when he hosted SNL recently...
the most being like during
the
lockdown?
Yeah, when he hosted it from what would be his apartment.
Yeah,
from his home.
Remote SNLs.
Yes.
Last year.
Yeah. Apparently, his haircut that he had, that proves that he was secretly hosting it from prison.
Really?
The haircut did it.
Uh-huh. I saw that episode. I did not read Prison. So the haircut that he had while doing his monologue for the remote SNL.
Well, I don't know if you know this. Because of the haircut, he was under house arrest. And if you look closely, you can see his ankle monitor.
Perfection. What was he? Wait, was he ankle monitor or was he in prison? Which one? Or both?
Both.
Excellent. And what was he there for?
Satanic pedophilia.
Excellent. And do we want to dive into that?
No.
Is there like...
Oh, there's more.
He was up on charges?
For satanic pedophilia.
Yes, but if they're saying that he was like, had some
He
manner of...
he fucked pentagrams into buttholes.
Yikes. So, he had a thing around his ankle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
and his haircut. Don't forget his haircut.
Right, because he had a haircut.
Because he was a satanic pedophile from prison and also on house arrest.
But he was in prison at the time.
But he was also under house arrest.
In prison, also under house arrest.
So he was in prison and at his own home.
Correct.
Under house arrest.
Because of satanic...
pedophilia.
So...
He was fucking baby demons.
Well, yeah, buggering children through...
No, buggering baby demons. If it's satanic pedophilia, I can only assume it's baby demons.
The problem is that I have these Post-its, but I have not started writing notes. So here, let me...
Yeah, you need to...
grab this real quick.
I'm gonna...
So,
do you ever...
Tom Hanks.
This is the kind of thing that I'm gonna feel like Charlie Day by the end of it. I'm gonna need like a cork board and some yarn and just screaming... I saw your Patty's Irish Pub. Mm-hmm. I saw it. That's what...
Wearing a Patty's Irish Pub.
Oh,
shirt,
okay. So, okay.
You are officially in bird law. So I'm taking notes right now. So Tom Hanks. Real quick.
America's dad.
Right. Give me the facts. Give me the facts.
His haircut proved that he was in prison.
Obviously.
But he was also under house arrest at the same time and wearing an ankle monitor.
That he was in prison.
Yes.
Cool.
So he was in prison. He was in prison in his own home wearing an ankle monitor with a bad haircut because he was fucking baby demons. Satanic pedophilia.
I rest my case.
We've cracked this motherfucking case.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know, but apparently he was looking haggard, because of a lack of, and here is the word I was looking for earlier. Thank you, my wife, for doing research. He was, because of his lack of adrenochrome.
Oh, right.
Adrenochrome is extracted from the blood of children by the global elite. Now, adrenochrome, so the MK Ultra thing I was talking about earlier, when you get someone to a child, particularly teenagers, early teens, to the point of terror and near death, they produce a chemical known as adrenochrome. Now, here's I know I was talking about earlier MK Ultra being a real thing. The fact that the American government were kidnapping homeless children off the street to do experiments is a true thing. Period. Just put a period on that. Beyond anything else. There are people that believe that there is a chemical that is produced called adrenochrome that is extracted, and when it's injected into the global elite, it's what keeps them young and healthy. And that's why Hanks was looking so haggard. Not the fact that this is a man in his 60s. Not the fact that he had just recovered from COVID-19. He had a lack of adrenochrome, Zig. Are you taking notes? Thank you. Thank you. I've cracked the case, everybody.
I feel weird inside.
Hanks's work is riddled with occult symbolism.
God damn it.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, God, that's so much better.
Here's the thing. Because of this occult symbolism, I had to crack open a silver bullet. The silver bullet. Brewed fresh from the Rocky Mountains. Coors Light. Coors Light. It's the right beer now. Hold on. Can I do it? I'm going to do it in my folksy voice. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
When you're trying to crack open a case about satanic pedophilia and Tom Hanks,
God damn it.
the only beer for you is going to be an ice cold, refreshing silver bullet made from the best waters from the Rocky Mountains. Pure, clean, Christian, loving.
Put that Buzz Lightyear right up your ass.
And after you do that, you crack open a ice cold Coors Light where the mountains are blue, but your beliefs are red. Coors Light. It's the right beer now. I think we just got a new sponsor.
Put it in the books.
So here's one of the proof. The proof that Tom Hanks is a satanic pedophiliac. The sketch from SNL, David S. Pumpkins.
That's my favorite. Dude, have you seen that?
It's
so funny.
I love David
It's
Pumpkins.
stupid cute.
It's
funny.
so stupid and funny. But
It's
the
stupid.
S, you know what the S stands for?
Nothing.
Satan.
Of course.
And
Even if it does.
as in a snake. And David S. Pumpkins spanks these twin demons on the butt. He's a sorcerer.
God. Quit looking. Hi, everyone. If you believe this, you're not listening to this podcast. However, hi, everyone. If you believe that Satan is lying in your entertainment, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're kind of...
There's
kind of wrong.
a lot of symbolism in movies like, Inferno and Angels and Demons.
Uh-huh.
Like the movies about the Da Vinci Code, which is all about, Catholicism and demonology. So,
Here we go.
okay, I mean, yeah, there's probably some symbolism in there because that's what movies do.
It's just... Yes. Please.
I have some more.
Yes.
I don't want to interrupt your thought process, but here he became a Greek citizen, which is true. Tom Hanks is a Greek citizen. It was only because the Greeks consider pedophilia a disability, and that's also not true. So Tom Hanks and his wife, who was it? She wrote or directed My Big Fat Greek Wedding because she's Greek.
Okay.
She's Greek and she has Greek family and Greek heritage, and they have a house in Greece and they have all this stuff because he's fucking rich, and so he became a Greek citizen.
Oh, here we go. You're so drunk.
But according to this theory, it's because Greece considers pedophilia a disability. Greece does not. Greece considers pedophilia a fucking crime.
Well, yeah, because they are a country in the world that's it's not 3,000 years ago. So
Yeah, I mean, I know that like, here's the thing. They talk about the Spartans and such, and the Greeks having these homosexual relationships with teenage boys. And I'm not saying that was right, but I'm also saying that middle age during Greek times was like 16. You were married by 17 and making babies by then.
true.
There was see, but you know what? Let's move on. Let's move on before we get into that. Hey, you remember the movie, the delightful vehicle that Hanks did when we were kids? You and I were kids. We were little guys. Wee little fellas. Probably ripe for a Hanks fingering. According to this. The Man with One Red Shoe. Do you remember that movie?
No. Was that around like Joe versus the volcano and such?
Slightly before. I think it was after Bachelor Party and after...
Oh, Bachelor Party. I came online at some point for that movie. But
I love Bachelor Party. And it was after Bachelor Party. I think it was after The Money Pit, but before Big.
Okay.
The Man with One Red Shoe.
No.
Here's why that's significant, according to this theory, which is so batshit fucking nuts. Red shoes are significant and symbolic to the occult because red leather shoes are made out of baby's skin.
Oh, because of nothing. I mean, So, yet again, Tom Hanks. Hey, Larry.
Yeah.
You okay?
No, I broke for a second. My brain went.
You just look sad.
I did because here's I want to give you one more on this one before we get.
Listeners, he is broken. He just looks so sad that he's just like lost.
This is okay. So I just mentioned Big, the movie Big.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the movie Big?
Yes, you dance on like the
you dance on pianos. You realize that being a grown up is not that jazzed up. My
actual headshot is the Zoltan machine.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I used that. I've used that before.
Mm-hmm.
You realize that sometimes people just need a little whimsy in their life. You realize that sometimes Elizabeth Perkins just needs to have sex with a 12-year-old.
I've never realized that. I think I've always known that, but okay.
But in Big is, according to this theory, based off pedophilia because the kid is in a grown-up body and he has a sexual relationship with a grown woman. Now that happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
but
Okay.
it's then the theory was he would be Hanks, America's dad, Woody from Toy Story, the Josh from Big, the most wholesome actor, the nicest guy in Hollywood, a decent human by all accounts. he'd be the first arrested of the satanic child trafficking ring. Because QAnon, the QAnon account, the guy who ran it kept using the word big, air quotes around big, in posts.
Well, again, just my friend makes good sense.
Sure.
If you don't believe that the man who started his career on a TV show on a major network called Bosom Buddies, if you don't believe that he is part of a huge conspiracy to bring down your freedom as an American, then that's on you. Yeah?
Bosom Buddies was a great show. Man, Peter
Really?
Scolari. I loved that show.
Dude, we have gone off the rails.
Oh, no, we're not. I'm going to give you off the fucking rails.
Well, hello. Remember me? I'm Mr. Delicious. Did you know the Rack's Value menu features a full array of adult-sized delectables for only 99 cents each? That's right. And Mr. Delicious can really appreciate a bargain like that. After all, he's still trying to recover from that bout with midlife crisis in '89. Fortunately, he was able to sell the Porsche back to the dealer. But much to his chagrin, Mr. Delicious discovered that custom-designed hair weaves are non-refundable. Same for the rotating disco glitter ball he installed in the basement. And that vacation he took to Bora Bora with those two young friends, well, that left Mr. Delicious feeling empty and unfulfilled. Unlike the robust sandwiches, baked potatoes, and refreshing drinks on the Rack's Value menu for only 99 cents each. Tickety-dee.
Value menu available at participating restaurants. Rex, you can eat here.
I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life. Bum, 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 bum. Go ahead with your own life. Leave me alone. I never said you had to offer me a second chance.
What do we have to do?
I think that's it. Thank you, Mr. Delicious. And Rax for sponsoring this segment. Rax.
We have all of your old, unfortunate roast beef.
Rex, because we said so.
Diggity sorry. You can eat here. Oh. We are not legally responsible, but you can eat here.
So here's the last batshit thing I had to bring to you.
Gotcha.
Okay. This is all these things. So you're familiar with QAnon.
Yes, of course.
Okay. And QAnon has the dumbest theories.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the best one.
Ooh. What's their favorite?
Hey, you remember the movie Face Off?
Is it better than Mormons have magical underpants?
It is. It's better than magical Mormon underpants. You remember the movie Face Off?
Oh, hold on.
John Travolta, Nick Cage.
Yes. So, bad guy, good guy.
I'm gonna take
for some reason
his face
off.
Yeah. So
it was a surgical procedure
where they take. Okay. I'm gonna take his face off. That was my Nick Cage impression.
That was.
You want to hear it again?
No, it was kind of. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna take his face off. Okay.
Flex.
So, according to this, okay.
Oh, Lord, what? Do it. Do it, Daddy.
Okay.
What?
Joe Biden is actually a criminal.
Well, obviously, he's a politician.
Yeah, well, and so Donald Trump had him arrested. Okay, hold on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So Biden was arrested, and the deep state brokered a deal with Donald Trump and the Trump administration.
Gotcha.
And a surgery entailed where they exchanged faces.
Wait. So.
So
Sure.
they took
Yeah, go for it.
Trump's face off of Trump and Biden's face off of Biden, and they did a face-off. You know,
Right, because
like John Travolta, Nick Cage style.
because
And so
when you-
Biden, quote unquote, Biden at the inauguration was actually Trump, and Trump was sworn in. And so
nobody is actually believing this. I mean, come on.
there are people who believe this. I don't. But there are people who believe this. And so the Biden you saw getting sworn in was actually Trump wearing Biden's face.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And so when they bring Trump up for trial here soon, it's actually Biden wearing Trump's face, and it's Biden paying for his crimes. Biden's crimes. I can only assume it's that he paid for one scoop instead of two at the TCBY, because holy shit. And so here's the best part: when Trump, as Biden, stammers or slurs his words, he's learning how to duplicate Biden's speech patterns. It's not that Biden has struggled with a stutter his entire life, or that they could even admit that Trump can't say words correctly and is just dumb. It's that they switched faces so that Biden would actually be punished for his crimes, and Trump was actually in charge as Biden. These are four batshit crazy ideas that people actually fucking believe.
And you are so on the fence of three of them.
And you have to guess which three.
All right, real quick. Let's loop it back around.
Okay.
You believe in Sasquatch. You
Yeah.
believe in the Loch Ness Monster. You believe in
for sure.
ghosts.
Oh, absolutely.
Leprechauns could quite possibly be
Yes.
a thing.
Yeah.
Aliens have visited us.
Oh, without a doubt.
So all those things are in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, they're all things that I go, why not?
Well, you're wrong about all of those. And you're right about the four things you brought up.
Hey, I'm right! For once, I'm right!
God, you can't see this kid. He's like a big toddler who just like got his first pony. He's just like, oh God, I don't have to touch his penis, or I can if I want.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Hey, Lair.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you learn?
The smooth, refreshing taste of Coors Light helps to wash down the bitter flavor of ridiculous bullshit. Brewed from the freshest and clearest waters from the Rocky Mountains. When the mountains are blue, you know that your views are probably red. Coors Light. Coors Light, it's the right beer for coming up with bullshit. And what'd you learn, buddy?
Mostly that I can sit through an hour's worth of obvious bullshit with a thumb up my own ass of my own doing. I put it up there, and I was just curious if, even though it's not a big thumb, but it's a man thumb, if I wiggle it once in a while, would it be uncomfortable? And the answer is only slightly.
Did you find the come button?
I did not find it, but I'm comfortable drawing a map.
And that's the Tolkien way.
Christ in a basket.
This is simultaneously an episode that I am very proud of and very ashamed of.
Oh yeah, I'm never going to listen to this one. This is going to be a goddamn debacle. However, if you've made it this far, again, thank you so very much. Hit us up, Zig and Larry, ignore a topic at gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Do just horrible things to us. Send pictures. Really upset us. We're fine with it.
Yeah, with their
suggestions. We don't care.
The only time Zig gets upset is when I talk.
True. Check us out on YouTube. If you do that,
finger blast us on OnlyFans. Take a shot, bitches.
On Snapchat, check me out at rustycumbucket. Who knows?
Pornhub. I am Rusty Trombone. That's my stage name. That's actually my stage name is Rusty Trombone. But it's TRUMB U with an umlaut in.
Make it work. Nah, it's alright.
No, the umlaut didn't make it work. I thought the umlaut made it work. Tromboon.
I'm gonna do it, man.
You're gonna do it?
Guess what?
What?
I love you.
I love you back.
Parts about hanging out with these guys. God damn it, son of a bitch, motherfuck.